p.m. maybe, like it's like our time, and after that, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh my God, this week was crazy for me, to be honest.
So you're just awake? You just
Uh, yes, my God. To be honest, I have a special project, especially for this week, and I had to finish it like for so I don't know short time, and I couldn't. I had to travel in the city center. Oh my God, it was crazy situation, to be honest. Yes, but hope everything will be okay. How about you?
for me today, I got up early this morning because I went to the rice cake house because I made some like rice cake, but I
Yes,
asked them to make it, and then last night also I went to bed very late at night because we finished our weekly meetup here also in Skype. But it's
yes.
late, so that's why I'm
Uh,
really sleepy. I
but
actually I supposed to ask you to move our delay a little bit time our meetup. So, but I'm
yes,
maybe you might be annoyed because I keep moving our time, so I didn't ask you. I just
my
okay.
God,
I'm waiting. Mm.
don't worry. It's all. You mean Friday? You mean Friday? It's like
Friday,
you
Saturday,
this yes, yes,
Saturday.
exactly.
Every Saturday we
It's
always
like, oh
have.
my God, difficult. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Every Saturday we always have.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
I think you
yes, you
also,
finished so late.
yeah, yeah. You also member in the Facebook group. I think you are also a member
Yes,
in the group.
yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly. To be honest, I've never joined to Saturday call because, to be honest, for me, yeah, to join like in a group conversation, I usually can't speak.
Can
I
speak.
just sit, can't speak. Yes, it looks so funny because I a bit confused, because for example, if you wanna explain, each person has a special atmosphere, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes you wanna make this atmosphere for this call. But
Uh-huh.
if you are in a group call, you just, especially for me, you just, uh, uh, yeah,
But
yeah.
uh,
For example,
have you tried to join a group call? Another group? Have you tried?
yeah, yes, yes, yes. But I'm familiar with each of them. I
Uh-huh.
had a lot of calls with them,
Mm.
and it's like
Group.
it's maybe yes in group,
Laura?
but
Whose
yes,
group?
yes.
The team leader. Laura? I think I know her. Or Vivian.
Uh, Vivian? No, 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 no. This group, no, never. I had another group call with my friends, like, maybe Nathan
How
from
many members in the group?
5 to 6. 5 to 6.
5 to 6. So you
Yes.
always have regular meetup once a week or
No,
just
no, no. I just made these calls maybe 4 times.
every time?
Yes, in my life. Yes, but to be honest, I feel more comfortable like face to face. I don't know. Maybe someday I watched I saw a screenshot on Instagram, with a lot of people from this. Some of them I know. Maybe I'll try. It's like you have usually a special time for this. Like
Uh-uh.
sometimes it's can be I don't know sometimes, especially this time, I have a call, or maybe like I'm not at home. Maybe I will try next Saturday. Just let me know like a special time because it's I have to know
I
that
will
it's
send you the
advanced.
so you can check
Yes,
your time, what time
yes,
exactly in your country.
yes,
And
yes,
yeah, because in
exactly.
my group, I want everyone to speak up. So first, we have questions like we
Yes,
did. We always ask
yes,
questions. We have a specific topic to discuss with, and then one questions should one person can tell or about her or his perspective, and then after the other one, so everyone can share our opinions, and you can
I just
listen to their opinions and then keep
uh,
connecting each other. Not only one person keep talking, so we always give chance to other person so they can express their thoughts, their ideas, because sometimes if only one person keep talking, maybe the other person
it's
feels
just
bored
uh, like
because they also want to speak up. So I always, when you finish it, and then we have to ask other person to
yeah.
give her or his
Mm-hmm.
opinion. It's really nice. So last night it took 2 hours and a half for us to talk about
Yes.
supernaturals. Was quite really long conversation. Yes,
How
and
many hours? How many hours?
2 hours and a half. 2 hours and
Yes. For group call, my God, it's so. To be
oh,
honest, I remember that in my group I had maybe 3 hours and 40 minutes. Maybe it's like a group call,
mm-hmm.
and after that, I for me it was a bit late. More that for others. For others, it was maybe morning. For me, it was like a night. I just bye guys. Right.
You live.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. To- Yes, and
I
after
think.
that, yeah, you can. Oh, yes, sorry,
Uh,
continue.
yes, yes. Okay, so if you have time, whenever you have time, you can check our Facebook group, what
Yeah,
our weekly tasks, and you can also make video or you can participate in the
yes,
challenge. And I
yes,
always share our time zone link, what time our meet up at the same time. I always give feedback to the other challengers.
my
And
God.
so far, they're very shy, so I encourage them to make video or written posts
Yes,
because they feel shy to make video because maybe are thinking, my grammar, my pronunciation
yes.
is really bad. So I, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect.
To be
Yeah.
honest, this group, I watched a video like Christian. I don't know, Korean. It's like
Yeah.
from Mexico. I
Yeah,
usually talk to him.
I know him because I talked to him once.
Oh my
Uh,
God, really?
yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Mm. And I was, to be honest, I was so surprised when I saw him in this group. But he just explained it like so serious. I just, oh my God. After that, he sent me this one. I just, oh my God, great! It's like very good video. And I had a conversation with him yesterday, and he talked to me that he spoke with you once.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and he just it was like a joke. He told you that maybe you asked him, yeah, this girl. Yes, I know. She usually speak alone.
Yeah.
After that, I asked him, just me speak alone. Maybe you too. It was interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
My God. Yes, exactly.
He's very
It's
young.
like
He's
yes,
just
17 maybe.
17 years old.
Yes,
But I like
exactly.
his placement because he speaks really low placement. I like
Yes,
I like his vocal cord, and yes, it sounds like native speaker. If he continues study consistently, then he can speak like a native speaker in the future. As of now, I can observe him. He speak really
yes,
fluent and he can express his thoughts and sounding like American. So I told
yes,
him you have to study continuously. You're
yes,
still
exactly.
young.
That. To be honest, he has like very good pronunciation, I think. And I know that his fans can't speak English at all. He practices only alone. He don't. I'm not sure about special courses in this case, but maybe he has. I'm not sure. Uh, and to be honest, I've never um, I don't know, can I say, um, I'm never interested in weeds, weeds, like,
Huh?
marijuana, for example. He
Uh-uh.
explained me this topic to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just, okay, thank you. And now I don't know, can I say, I
Uh-huh.
know much better,
Mm-mm.
about this one. And now, like, in that marijuana is so cheap, especially in the capital of Mexico.
Mhm.
Yes, a great experience. It was so funny. He really a cool guy who can, yes, I don't know, he has so rich vocabulary, maybe.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I can observe him. He has a lot of vocabulary. He can explain about addiction.
yes,
Yes. I think
exactly, exactly.
he studied
Yes,
about why addiction.
yes.
He pushed me
I,
that
yes,
top.
yes. Yes, I'm really proud of people who can make a video just the first time, And it's like not, I don't know, can I say, a 50 vision like in my case,
Uh,
Like in your gallery, you just see this one. Oh my God, what happened when I have to finish them? Yes, it's a lot. And of course, for me, it's really interesting when I see, I think that he made a video just one time,
yeah,
Like,
in the group. Yeah, he
yeah,
participated once, and that time he was walking along the street and keep talking.
yeah,
I surprised him. Yeah. Oh, because
yes,
before he approached me to have a video call, but our
yes,
time always conflicts, so we're always delayed, and then I forgot. And then that time he posted his schedule on the group, and then I tried to make an appointment through his Calendly account, and yes,
yeah.
that time we had a video call.
My
I
God, it was like
have,
not last week or this week.
I think last week, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that was last week.
What do you think? I usually discuss a lot of topics with him, especially jokes. I don't know. It's really very interesting. Yes,
I
like
see.
so fun. Yeah. Yes,
Okay, so by the way, have you read our topic? Have
yes,
you?
yes. Interesting topic.
This is all
Uh,
about corruption. So I think
yeah,
everywhere there are a lot of corruption, especially our country, especially in the Philippines, we have a
yes,
lot of corruption.
yes. Very interesting. Like,
Yeah, very, very
yes,
nice topic. So
yes,
what is our first question? Let me read. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, we only have few questions because if we have a lot of questions, then we cannot
yes,
finish it. It takes
exactly.
too long for us to discuss.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Okay, so this one, number one, is there a lot of corruption in your country?
Yes, a lot. Maybe 70%. It's like
Uh-huh.
because maybe our government it's like a corruption in some region. I think because for example, I don't know how I can say it. It's like a tax. I don't
Tax.
know
Yeah, tax, especially
tax.
tax. Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, and especially maybe in my country, as I know, for people it's very difficult to create their business, especially small business like restaurants, because you have to pay a lot of tax. I'm sorry, yes,
No,
and
it's okay.
sometimes you just see, you just have maybe after that, like maybe not 0%, maybe minus 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you understand?
Minus 20, you have to pay minus 20 for your tax. Is that what you
No,
mean?
no. You have, for example, if you will take each of your tax, it's like a result minus 20%.
Oh, why? Oh,
Because the system is like this, you
mm-hmm,
know?
mm-hmm.
Yes, it's very terrible. Um, Unfortunately, to be honest, I know that my country is so famous with the oil and gas. They
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
have special government companies. I think that's like oil and gas. It's like I don't know. Can I say it's for each of us, right? Because we have Russian passport, for example, but it's not a true. For us, it's very gas is so expensive. We live in a gas country, but it's so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
expensive.
Especially
Yes,
in Philippines, we don't have our own gas production, so we have always buy from other countries, so
yes,
it's really expensive.
yes, yes. But we have. But for
You
us,
have
it's very bad. Yes, it's very expensive. You know?
so your
Yeah,
country is rich because you are
yes,
exported gas
yes,
production.
and oil, and
Mm-hmm.
oil.
Well,
Yes,
oh.
yes. But for us, for people who live in Russia, it's so expensive,
Mm.
like a percent.
Uh-huh. And then, so what's the connection about corruption? They're going to sell more expensive.
Yeah, for example, like my country make gas or oil,
Uh-huh.
but especially for people, it's so expensive because this system is like they have special system. And of course, as I told you, maybe we can't discuss politic in a social places, for example, or in a colleges, in a school, at universities, for example. It's like forbidden. This politic like this, we can't change it. You
Mm-mm.
know. So dictators, I don't know, for example,
Politics? You mean
yeah,
politics? Mm-mm-mm-mm.
yeah, yeah. This system, I mean. And for example, now a lot of countries, I don't know, can I say, a lot of small businesses have really problem with, I don't know, can I say, um, with I don't know, products or like restaurants. There
Ah,
are like clothes. It's like
uh-huh.
things for this.
Shops. Uh-huh.
Yes, exactly. But government decided to give them a special money,
Uh-huh.
you know, for this, like to help them. It's not for us. We have to pay a lot of tax, but
Oh.
our government just told us that, yes, we understand this problem. That's it. For example, if people take a special money from bank, it's like to return it. Now
Yeah.
they have to stop it because people can't make money. I mean, everything is closed. Yes, but these banks continue to ask them about money to return it, or in another case to take this restaurant, for example.
Ah.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
yes. Like unfortunately, and a lot of people can't understand this politic because they usually have to pay a lot of tax,
Mm-mm.
and in opposite they can't, I don't know, can I say, give anything, you
Mm-mm.
know and this is maybe like the main problem in my country, like a corruption.
Corruption. Yeah, especially in the Philippines, we always have a lot of corruptions, especially our government, because, uh, for example, this money is for the people or the society, for the humankind, but our politics, our senator, or maybe the government officials take
Yes,
it and they just use it. So they're not giving to the people or supposed to be for the civilians so we can receive or we can get some help from the government, but the
yes,
one who get it, the officials, the government's official, they just get it and they use it.
yes,
That's why
exactly.
Philippine always failed, and yes, our economy always really poor. We cannot improve our, especially our economy,
Well,
always very down because our
yeah.
government officials are really corrupt, really greedy. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
why
God.
Philippines no improvement. Mm.
Yes. The
And
same,
if
maybe.
you are in the Philippines, if you are rich, you are really rich. You are really wealth. But if you are poor, you are so poor. It's not level.
Ah,
Yeah.
a
Because of
big
corruption.
difference.
Really
Yes.
big difference. Very big distinction distance.
Yes. In Russia, maybe the same. It's like not like a big distance between rich people and normal people. Not poor people, but normal people. Very big difference. Difference. Unfortunately, we have so rich people.
Mhm.
Like it's like in a Forbes list.
Mhm.
Have you heard about it? Forbes.
Herbs?
Forbes. It's like a magazine
No.
about rich people. It's like top the richest people maybe
Uh-huh.
in the world. For example, one of some of them are from Russia. It's like very rich people.
Very
Yes,
rich. Oh.
very rich. Yes, and this distance, for example, for them, it's like very comfortable. I think for corruption, it's like very
Mhm.
depend
Yes, yes. Because of
because
course, mm-mm.
yes,
We
our
can steal money from the government, especially the government officials. That's why there are a lot of people who really want to run during the elections. So when they are in the position as a senator or the government officials, they have power to control the money, the government
yeah,
monies. It's
yes,
supposed to be for the civilians or for the people should uh, get it or consume it, but they're just getting inside their
yeah,
pockets.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
why.
I
When it,
think it's very depend if, for example, in my country, our president he works like in this job maybe during I'm not sure maybe 14 or 16
uh-huh.
years.
Wow,
President
that's too long.
too long. He has a lot of familiar people around him, and
Wow.
of course,
Yes.
yes.
It happens in the Philippines before that was 1990s. The
Mhm.
time maybe I was very maybe child or very young. I just heard from our Philippine history that Ferdinand Marcos, before our president in the Philippines, he always made a martial law. Martial law, that means no election because he's in the position as a president. So every year, 5 years should always
Yeah,
re-elect the president. But he declared the martial law. So always no election. He ran as a president for over 20 years. And then he took all the money from the Philippines.
it's like a
Okay.
kid.
Yeah, so that's why when the people powers before, and then
Hmm.
that time he had to get off of his position and he ran away to Hawaii. And then that time he got sick in Hawaii and then he died in Hawaii. And then Filipinos don't
Hmm.
want to uh, Ferdinand Marcos come back in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So I think when the president now, our president Rodrigo Duterte, he's
Hmm.
the one to declare them that Ferdinand Marcos should come back in here in the Philippines because he's been leaving his corpse in the Hawaii very long, long time in Hawaii.
Yes, yes.
He already dead, but he cannot go to burial or grave because
Yeah.
the Filipinos don't like him to come back in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
he's been
God.
cremate, like maybe putting some medicine, so his body still remain fresh and yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
not rotten, but yeah, it's
Right.
still in the casket, and then there's some
Right.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was 2000. No, no, I'm not sure, but two years ago, maybe he came back to the Philippines and had a burial in the Philippines. So our president uh, told them that he must come back here because he's a Filipino and he is the president. So but the other president, no power to and doesn't want to come back in the Philippines. And also the
Oh my
other
God.
because he
Yes.
was too greedy and took all the
Yes.
money from our government. So that's why a lot of people in the Philippines are so poor and suffer because of his corruption.
Yes. My
Ferdinand Marcos. Yeah, Filipino, Philippine before was, we are, our economy was okay or good compared before in Korea.
yes.
I heard
Yes.
the history, but because of our president, too much greediness and corruption.
Yes.
So now
Yeah.
Philippine,
God.
our economy is too low and it's very sluggish to get high.
My God. He killed just your economy, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there are a lot of, was that uh death? Do you know death? We always
Yes.
borrow money from the other countries.
My
Yeah.
God. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Why we
It's
are
like so similar system in Russia right now.
mm,
Yes, because for example, we can choose a president. I don't know. Before this, it was maybe 4 years. In
mhm.
4 years, but now in 6 years. But unfortunately, every year, it's like every this period, I don't know,
Always
became a president. It's like, oh my God,
declare
what happened?
declare
Yes,
martial
yes,
dictator. Yes, he is a
yes,
dictator. Before also
yes,
the Ferdinand Marcos, he was a dictator. He didn't want to have a election because he wanted to roll over the Philippines until he will die. So he's so much
my
crazy,
God,
man.
my God.
Yeah,
Our president was a
I
military.
yeah. I saw his picture, his
Yes,
family, his wife, his kids. There seems like king and queen in the Malacanang Palace in the Philippines. Their lives so much more seems like, yeah, king and queen
yes,
life. Mm-mm.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
My God.
always. Mm-mm.
I think it's very important if you know, for example, family of your president, it's like you can see them, these relationships. It's like how they look in real life, but it's not in my country. I've never seen daughters of my president and even his wife, only it's like old pictures from 2005 year, maybe, it's
Mm-hmm.
like nobody knows about his family, it's like forbidden information for people.
Ah, they don't
Yes.
want to expose
So
in the public.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, for example, it's not the same. I know that American people usually tell us it's like, so Donald Trump is like the crazy guys, yes, for
Yeah.
example, but you can choose, you have more freedom, right?
Mm-mm.
That in my country, and for example, he demonstrate his family was like, for example, his daughters, his wives, it's like a lot of things, but not for us. It's like forbidden information to find it,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
on it. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, yes. Even in colleges when you study, it's
Yes,
like
more on. Uh-huh.
yes,
Your president most of the time more on business, more on works, not including his family's background,
yes,
relatives.
yes,
Doesn't
exactly,
want
exactly.
to be exposed to that. Uh-huh.
forbidden. Yes, it's like it's better for you don't know about this. It's like because for example, if you wanna protest, it's like a protest. Um, I don't know. Can I say? Uh, from this system, because for example, if you don't like this system, your president,
Mm-mm.
you don't have chance to create your business
Mm-mm. Why?
because you don't agree with this government.
Because you have to ask that by the government whenever you have to make your business because it's you
Yes.
not democratic country, right? You are a
Ah,
dictator.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Exactly. You have to
It's
you have
permission.
to make a lot of documents, in special places, government places. And for example, if they found out that you, it's like meeting, for example, if you went to a meeting,
Hmm.
they will have a questions for you, Uh, yes, but you want to create your business, but you can see you went to a meeting. Can you explain us what you did there, for example? And it's really a problem, and you can't feel this freedom because sometimes, especially for these tasks. My God, I usually confuse. Sorry. Yes, and this system, people usually can develop their business. It's like a big distance to improve your business, and especially now a lot of problems with businesses. They just close, close, close,
Mm-mm.
and people can't agree with this situation because they usually pay, but I don't know, give nothing.
Uh,
Yes, it's
mhm.
like people are so aggressive right now because it's just catastrophe. They can't work. They can't make money. They have to pay.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly. Because they have to live, no money, and you have to pay a lot of bills, obligations.
yes,
Then, yeah, you must be crazy thinking about it. How could I pay this one? How could I live? So yeah,
yes, yes,
especially these days, this critical situation always close everywhere. All shops has to close because no customers and because of avoiding that
yes.
COVID-19. So yeah,
My
I
God,
understand. I can
my
imagine.
God, yes. Like it's terrible situation to be honest because people just I don't know. Um, it's like because for example we have a special, it's like not me, like this government, our president usually meet special people, in
Mhm.
a, it's not a ceremony, it's like a special room, um if you want to talk about special problem you can. And yesterday I watched a special movie about this situation with economic.
Mhm.
And one woman, she's a businesswoman. She has a lot of restaurants. She decided to went this meeting, and it is continued during I'm not sure maybe 2 hours and a half.
Mhm.
And the first hour she just listened to others. It's about this. President asked people. What problem do you have right now? Like, oh,
Mhm.
thank you, I don't have problems. Everything is okay. Thank you for your help. It's like
Uh-huh.
my business can develop. And she just listened to them and what? It's it's a joke, for example. And she was just the one who took this question like important topic that I can develop. My business just died for a few days. I have to pay to my colleagues like you
Your
know
taxes.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Mhm.
I have to pay a lot of taxes. I don't have money because I can't open my restaurants. It's like I can continue this work maybe during 1 or 2 months.
Mm-mm.
But can you help us because it's like a small businesses, this area. I don't know what happened, said president. Maybe these deputies. I'll tell them that they have to improve this system, and she just, my business was died. What I have to do? Thank for these taxes. Uh, we will find a decision for this. Don't worry. She just what? She was alone with this opinion. It was so funny. My God, it was so ironic.
Mm-mm.
Yes, and to be honest, it's happened every time. My God, because it's like special people who it's like a propaganda. It was on TV. It was a special show about like official channel. They
Mm-mm.
usually, oh, thank you. It's like government really helped us because it's like we don't have a problem. It's like, my God,
Pretend, right?
yeah,
Like
yes,
pretending. Mhm.
yes, my God. It was very interesting, and thank God I moved to another country because I can't agree with this government at all.
Mm.
Because people can't live normal. They usually have afraid of this situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they
Yes,
don't have freedom.
yes,
To
yes, yes,
decide.
yes,
They always have to ask by the government officials.
yes,
When the government officials approve their plan, then they can do it, whatever they're
yeah,
planning. So it's
exactly,
quite uncomfortable for us as a
yes,
civilian. Mm-mm.
absolutely. To be honest, my God, it's really great. It's not the same like in North Korea, but something similar in a special areas. You
Mm-mm.
know, it's
Yeah,
like for the system. Yes,
also here in Korea, because we are divided into two, North and South. And also North Korea, same as maybe in Russia, dictator, communist.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not republic, it's not democratic country. So
My God, yes,
yeah,
it's so
I'm lucky.
far.
I'm lucky because here in South.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, exactly. My God, I think that as I told you, North Korea and North Korea, China and Russia sometimes a bit similar in a special questions in a special areas, but not like a lot. But you can't feel this freedom at all in these countries. Just maybe, you
Yeah,
know.
I think they are friends, maybe. Maybe they have connection, secret connection, right?
Yeah, yes. To be
Yeah, yeah,
honest,
I think
yeah.
so.
My God,
They have a
my God.
secret connection. Yeah, we don't know, maybe
Yeah,
behind.
yeah. To be honest, now I live in Bulgaria and I really feel this freedom. I can share my opinion with others, but in Russia, look, for example,
But
I
how
remember.
could you? But how did you move in Bulgaria? How did you do it? Is that forbidden that you're suddenly moved to another country, or you
No,
have to, or you have to escape? What
no, no,
did you?
it's not forbidden. It's not forbidden.
Mhm.
But if you have money, you
Mhm.
can. It's like,
Oh.
but you have to make special documents, especially
Mhm.
for this. It's a really a long process. But to be honest, it's like it's not forbidden to travel if you have money, if you pay taxes.
Mhm.
But it's not the same like in North Korea. But this system, it's like a bit depressive system, maybe a bit aggressive,
Mhm.
and a lot of people have different mentality. They can't move. They have to work at the same work,
Mhm.
and yes, it's make them unhappy. I don't know, can I say? You know, because they have to be in this system inside.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
can't use it. You know, they
Mm-mm.
can use this. They have to use these rules. You know, without another way.
They
And of
don't
course,
have, mm-mm. They
yes,
don't have any power to decide for themselves. They always
yeah,
have to ask permission by the government. Yeah, I
yes,
think it's the same in North Korea. I think the people in North Korea, whenever they don't like the government rules, they
yes.
are escape.
It's too
They
much.
escaping or they escaped or they flew to another country and
Yeah.
came here in South.
My
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
yes, I
Yes.
heard one some cases, and because they are not, for example, here South Korea, you cannot visit directly to North Korea because it's forbidden. We have our boundary. I just heard from my teacher.
Uh,
They have boundaries. So whenever you want to visit that kind of mountain, the famous mountain in North Korea, they have to fly to China and go to North Korea. So that is
but
their. Mm-mm. They cannot
it is
go directly, flew or fly to North Korea from south to north. No, it's you might be killed. It's
my
dangerous.
God. It's
Mm.
like my God.
I just heard that one from my
It's scary to visit if you
teacher.
have Korean passport.
Yeah, even though you have Korean passport, but I think you cannot fly directly if you are going to visit that famous mountain in North Korea. That is Pektusan. They call that one Pektusan. 100 mountains. I'm not sure. Pektusan. And then whenever you want, because there are many Korean people here, South Korean, that really want to visit in that uh, place. So what they do, they have to fly first to China and then China to North Korea. So they cannot go directly to North.
Uh, Maybe I heard that in China it's very special system, government system, yes, and sometimes they just send these, I don't know, these people from North Korea like again to this country. You know, I read a few cases.
About China.
Uh,
I,
like for example, if people from North Korea decided to leave this country,
uh-huh.
yes, it's like to move to China, but after that to South Korea, like this way.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
China,
yeah.
yes, in China, these military people usually send them like back to their home country.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, 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 maybe. Uh-huh.
Like this
Yeah.
the center, people can kill, military can kill normal
Mm-mm.
people. No, like this time, it's like too much. It's not the same like in Russia. They're completely different, but in a few cases, so similar. Unfortunately, can I call you back in a few minutes? My phone have 6%. Like
Sure, sure, sure.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Three. And after that, they I don't know, can I say they had to be killed, you know, in their home country, you know, especially their relatives, family, children, all of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also heard that one, but yeah, maybe it's and
My
then there
God,
are many North Korean people suffer with
yes,
their
my God.
yeah.
And yes, they have, I don't know, like bad food. Sometimes they're so short, like
Enough to eat.
it's like, I don't know, can I say? For example, people from South Korea sometimes so tall, right?
Huh?
But from North so short. It's like this difference. No?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, maybe depend with food. I'm not sure with this style life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Actually, I don't want to talk about the one. Maybe someone can watch our video.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, yes, yes. You are right. Exactly. I'm so. I just watched the yes, yes. It was just I don't know. Can I say?
Huh?
I was so surprised because a lot of Russian people, for them, it's like exotic country,
Huh?
like a
And I
tourist.
think that is your heredity that you are always, usually people in Russia are so tall because you are European
Yeah,
gene, your heredity.
yeah, yes, yes, exactly. And maybe sometimes, especially right now, because they can eat so good, right?
Yes, they have a lot of food, and yes, usually Russian people are rich. Usually Russian people are rich.
It depends of your level in the government. you know, it's like very depends. That for example, if you move to another country and you could create your business, you could live normal. I don't know, these businessmen like oligarch, maybe have you ever heard about this? Or I'm pronouncing this wrong. Like very rich people, oligarch, maybe.
What?
No? It's like
No,
businessmen.
businessman.
Yes.
Name of the businessman?
Like who are
What?
so rich. Who are so rich.
So rich man.
Yes.
Maybe can you please type in? I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
Huh?
Give me a second, please.
Yes, you can copy paste and send it to our messages.
Oligarch. Oligarchs. Oligarchs. Have you ever heard about? I will write you.
Yeah, sometimes computer or robot when they speak, sometimes it's a little bit different when the
Yes,
people
exactly.
pronounce.
Because usually I have Google Translated like adapted from British Vision. I don't know why I can't find American Vision. Yes, and
What is that? Oligarchs, huh? The business owner are former Soviet republics who rapidly accumulated wealth. Yeah, they're so rich men, right? Uh,
yes, yes, so rich man.
in Russia. Wow.
Yes, a lot of them. Yes,
Wow. I admire them. They're
I
so
playing,
rich.
for example,
Mm.
football team like this one, channels. Yes,
Mm.
yes, a lot of them. And like a big distance between normal people and this kind of people, unfortunately, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. This is
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, uh, who's can you distinguish which is the uh, richest country, Russia or USA? What do you think?
Uh-huh. Um,
Maybe,
for
maybe Russia.
example,
Hmm?
I think that Russian government is so rich.
Hmm, I
Yes,
see.
so
Mhm.
rich. But for example, like world government maybe, like some kind of this.
I
But
think,
maybe in America, it's like a style level more height than in Russia.
mm. And I think Russia, you always have a lot of weapons from, especially bomb, like missiles.
Uh,
Is that true?
yeah,
Because you
yeah.
always invented that kind of weapons or for
Yeah,
war.
it's like a stereotype because a lot of foreign people think that Russian so aggressive, but Russian people sometimes it's like so polite. It only depends like propaganda in our world about Russian, especially government or military. For example, we have to. pay special taxes for military of
Mm-hmm.
our president, to save him.
Uh-huh. You
Yes,
have to,
we have to pay, especially
uh-huh.
for
You
this
have to
one.
protect. You have to
Yes,
protect.
yes.
Mhm.
It's like not important about us. It's like, you know, like special kind of people. Yes. And
Bodyguards, like, mhm.
we have a lot of like special military, maybe bomb, maybe military ships like these special
Mm-hmm.
places.
So they always ready for the battle.
I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not
they
sure.
have a lot of
It,
weapons
yes,
to fight,
it's
and
it's
they're
all
really
depends of our
strong.
government. Yes. For example,
Mhm.
it's not my business at all. As you see, I'm
Yeah,
not aggressive.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's it's really depend of our government. It's like maybe propaganda, and of
Mhm.
course people can't live like normal, with a good atmosphere. They have to be so nervous a lot of times, like a long time. We had at the end of 20th century, we had revolution. You know, it was a bad times like after Soviet Union, this kind of things. And of course, people can't. For example, it's my parents were so young, especially maybe like me right now, and they can't forget this period, this difficult period, you know. And people think they are not sure about the future. Like this may be kind of problem, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so. Yes. Maybe they don't know what happened. What happened? I don't know. In a few months, for example,
So that's why
it's
they're always get intact and always ready for whatever circumstances they have to be facing in the
yeah,
future.
yes. They think they feel this. I don't know. Beginning of apocalypse, maybe like this one. Like people from Russia, maybe like because a bit depression things, these so bad things that
But
can
so
make
far,
you so
but so
nervous.
far, uh, Russian people are they kind or yeah polite? Russian people.
Russian people, can you repeat please? Russian people are
Yeah,
so polite.
but usually, I mean, are they friendly, kind, and
Wow.
polite?
Yes, yes. Especially with foreign people because in Russia, only a small percent of people can speak foreign languages, but others can't. They have if they meet, for example, on the street, on in the city center, like foreign people from different countries. They usually are so friendly, so polite. Okay, I can help you. They usually help people. They usually like protect them or we can recommend them like some things. Yes, they're usually friendly. For example, it's like I watch interesting videos about American guys who decided to live in Russia maybe during a few years. They told them, they explain in this video that it's very strange because for me, like a friend, it's like a friend. It's like not something like, okay, I can meet a guy, but in 5 minutes, he's my friend, for example, you know? Yes, it's like he told it. Um, but for Russian, it's like just his opinion. For Russian,
Hmm?
it's something like more close. For example, if you have a friend in your elementary school
Hmm?
and you save this yes, friendships maybe during 12 or like 15 years, it's completely different friendships, right?
What more closer, or you mean?
Yes, exactly. More
Uh,
close. It's like a maybe like a relatives
yeah,
already.
like family.
Yes, exactly. It's something different. For example, you can share with him your problems, for example, your feeling, your depression. It's like something more close because you have to study during, I don't know, 11 years. But after that, at university, for example, your family and his family familiar to each other, like
Mhm.
completely different things. Yes,
But I can also share with you our culture in the Philippines, even though you're just be friend like 2 years or 1 year or 1 month or 2 months, you
yes,
can share your problems to your friend. Yes, that is our nature, our culture. So
that's
whenever,
amazing.
yeah, Filipino, I can observe Filipinos are very open-minded and very compassionate and very good listener. Whenever person has a problem, yeah, we can give advice, and we are very good
Much
listener. And
better.
yeah, even though we just meet maybe 2 months or 5 months, and then something problem with their families
Yes,
or their husband, and then they're trying to talk about their problems, and then okay, listen, and then give some advice. Yeah, it
yes,
happens in Filipinos. Usually Filipinos, we are very open-minded. Yes, we don't feel shy to talk about our problems, our feelings,
yes,
something. Whenever we feel bad, if we are closer, maybe just 5 months or 1 year, yes, we're very open to each other and
yes.
talk.
It's much
You should.
better because sometimes
Mhm.
people have to save these their problem inside, and it's like to that it's like a step by step they make depression. It's like
Mhm.
some sick, for example, sick, and it's so important when you can explain your problem to others when you have a conversation. Like talking, for example. In Russia, unfortunately, people are a bit close in this case. They can't open,
Mhm.
like in a short time, you know
Uh-huh.
maybe you have to wait, I don't know,
Long.
1 year, one
Uh,
year for example, like 8 months or like something more, and people can believe you, maybe like this, you know it's maybe kind of our culture. Usually north countries like more distance, and they think it's like just retard. They really think that if you're serious, it's much better.
mm,
Yes,
or you have to be behave, or what you are, because some people, they don't want to be open, or they don't
yes,
want to share about their problems, especially about their families. They don't want to share to anybody. They just want to keep their
yes,
mind as their family. They don't want to maybe
yes,
expose to anybody, share
yes,
to anybody.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And I think that in our culture, sometimes people play in serious person,
Play.
I think because it's so interesting. For example, you meet one guy, for example, from Russia. He's so serious. You begin to make jokes, and he's open, and you see these completely different things, and it's much better because in my I'm not sure about infantilism, maybe
Huh?
infantilism.
Infantilism. Yeah, you always
Yes,
depend your parents like you're a baby.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, exactly, infantilism. And sometimes when you smile in Russia, like like open person, if you are not foreign, if you're native,
Uh-huh.
If you are Russian, if you like so open, so friendly, like gesticulation, something like this, people just think that you're so, for example,
Really? Because
yes,
because our nature is always serious and
it's
maybe
like
you smile in a formal situation or not in the public, always smiling.
yes, it's if you have special situation to smile, you can.
Mm.
But if you're
But not.
foreign, it's absolutely normal. If you smile, people around you started to smile. It's like very interesting, open, friendly. But
Mm.
if you are inside in your environment, like when you was born, for example, when you started like this place with people, they just look at you and um,
Maybe this
crazy.
something wrong with this guy. Something.
I got it. It's like maybe popular to be more serious because people can believe you, in your words, in your opinion. But if you smile, it's like a child, She can't be clever, for example.
Mm.
I
I
think
got.
so. Yes, this is a problem. But sometimes they are really so friendly, but they just play, like the most of them just play like so serious. What? No, 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 no. But after that, oh yeah, really. Yes, it's very interesting to see it. Because, for example, I don't know if I told you, I have my favorite artist. She usually paints with a watercolor. Yes, one of my favorites. And I was born in Russia maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I decided to watch this video like a master class, for example.
Hmm?
And
You know her
I,
before?
yeah, yes, I met her in my hometown a few times. And for me, it was like she was absolutely okay, normal, like good person. So like friendly, and I watched her video on internet on YouTube. I was in shock, because she was so serious, like so serious, and she
Oh,
like
opposite.
okay, yeah, now you can take this color, you know, you just what happened? Maybe it was my mind. What happened? Yes,
No,
because
I think because of the camera. Maybe she's not used to it to talk in front of the camera, so that's why she is very serious.
I'm not
It
sure,
happened.
but I think
Mm-mm.
that it's your life, Maybe I thought different because I lived in Russia, and even people here told me that at the beginning you were so serious, like like this one, yeah, okay, like without jokes, sorry, like a bit stereotype.
Mm-mm.
But after this, like completely different person. I think people have a lot of problems with like I don't know, phobias, like something like this. They can't open this mind. They prefer to save their problems inside, like
Mm-mm.
this, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. Yes, but it's really our problem, and I hope it will be finished in
Okay.
in a
Uh-huh.
near future. I'm not sure, but I'm so glad that Philippines are so it's much better.
Yes, yes. In the Philippines, we are very open-minded, and yes,
Yeah,
whenever you have problems, you can share to your friends or your relatives, your families. You
yes,
should not keep inside because maybe it will later on it will be explode, and then
yes, yes.
that's really crazy if it's
I
too much. Mm-mm, too
I
much
think that
depression. Hmm. You have
that
to share to anybody.
yes, exactly. You are completely right. I think that in Russia you have more chance to be crazy. I'm not sure, but yes, because you're like you save your secrets, you save your problems. It's like you understand me. Yes. Next question, because we can't finish in this case then. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
maybe I'll just pick up some questions here. We don't need to finish all the time. Okay,
Yes.
so what is this? What is the best way to fight corruption in business and politics? What is the best way to fight corruption?
I think that to kill this system,
Kill the system.
yes, because like not another way. For example, if somebody has really so serious sick, for example, in his leg, for example, you can cut it. It's like without development. For example, like this. Like in the Second Global War, for example, like this.
Mhm.
Uh, but it's not a good idea to change special areas in business or in system, because I think that deputates, it's like deputative.
I think uh, to fight the corruption in politics or businesses, you have to choose the right leader or the right governmental
Yeah,
to rule
that,
our
yeah,
country.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
To
It's
change the
because,
system, to kill
yeah,
this, like, you
mm-mm.
know?
If you keep choosing the wrong person, then it continues the
Yeah,
corruption. So you have to
yeah,
choose, select the best one. But how?
yeah.
We don't know that person yet, right?
Yes, if you
So,
can, yes, if you can do it, because it's not a true, like, especially in my case, it's like in my country, during 14 or 16 years already, I think that it can be a revolution, to change this government.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Should all we have to.
Yes, yes. Like opposite, like mirror, maybe in some cases. I'm not sure, but I think that people in my government, they don't think about this country like a they country.
Mhm.
They think it's like a part of business. They can take something and to close this area. For example, um, I don't know, in Russian Imperial, we had a king. He thought about all country, right? Each
Mhm.
area of Russian. But in Soviet Union and now they think only about their family or their friends. Completely different situation. Like for their area is okay, without
Mhm.
problem, without corruption. But for others, it's
There are a lot of
completely
corruption.
different. Yes, catastrophe. Like for example, you know, this problem. People don't think about country. They think about the, I
Themselves.
don't know, necessary maybe.
Mhm.
Not
It
sure.
happens also in the Philippines because it depends our government officials. Some cities are very improvement, very succeed or improve their cities very nice. It depends our mayor or governor, but some cities also are very low improvement, and
Yeah,
then people are suffered. Yes. So I think it depends the officials who lead your country or your cities. So we
yeah,
have to choose the right person whenever we elect the during the election, or we have to
yes,
vote the best one. So to fight this corruption or to
yes. It's
prevent.
like, yes, yes. But I talked to one girl. She her dad is Bulgarian, but mother from Russia. And we talked about it. I said her that we can't change this system, this global system, because we are alone, without special familiar friends, especially in this area. Uh, she didn't agree with me. She just, no, we can. How we can?
Mhm.
We can work only. on this topic, not develop in our areas, right? Because I think that it can happen like a big catastrophe because Moscow is the capital of Russia and St. Petersburg like one of the biggest cities in Russia. They look beautiful, very beautiful, It's like really so rich cities. And others too, like big cities, but small cities look so depression, so bad, like this big difference between this like I don't know, this appearance of these cities. Unfortunately, it's happened because a lot of money only in the capital
Mm.
and biggest cities, but not in a small cities. It's like
Not
not
in
like yes,
rural, we call that rural areas, but in the urban areas, there are a lot of improvements. There are
yeah,
maybe all the money from the governments all
yeah,
used in the urban
yeah,
areas, in the rural areas. Yeah,
yes,
it happens also in the Philippines, especially in Manila. They're very socialized, but some places are very poor. Some
yes,
places no electric current. The road is very rough and
yes. The
yes,
same,
very
absolutely.
poor. Mm-mm.
It's like it's not like in South Korea. Maybe it's like if you see this country, you can. If you move to another city, you can see that it's like sometimes so similar level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. But in Russia, if you will see like a whole country,
Hmm?
like this so rich, so expensive city, but this is a so poor, and completely different. Yes, unfortunately.
But here in Korea, they are similar, all similar. The level
Yeah,
are similar. Yes, whenever I think just only Seoul because there are a lot of buildings and
yeah,
big
yes,
companies, but usually all the cities here in Korea are similar and people here are I think they are same level and
yes, yes. I
yeah,
mean,
most of the time, yeah, they are very yeah, I like
product.
I like
Yeah,
anyway, I like here.
yes, it's much better. It's like the best way. It's like,
Mm-mm.
for example, the capital can be so expensive, but others too. You know, but not like this global distance. Yes,
Mm-mm.
I think we have the same situation in our home countries. Uh, Similar.
Yeah, we
In this
have
very
in the
country.
Philippines. Yeah, in the Philippines, yeah, other city is really rich. The other city is really poor.
Yeah, yeah, completely different. I know,
Mm-mm.
similar, so similar. Yes, we're lucky.
Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah, me too, because I'm here in Korea, and then the government are very supportive, especially if you are like indigent people, they cannot
Yeah,
work. They're really helping to poor people, so they
yeah,
can stand by themselves.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay, so let's move on.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so what is next? So how about this one? Mm, what recent corruption scandal was in the news? Okay, have you heard any corruption in a while ago?
To be honest, I don't remember. Maybe one of them. For example, we have areas. It's like a states. Sometimes there are so big areas. Maybe uh, I'm not sure. Maybe 20 or 40 cities in one area or more. It's like really big areas, like big country. And I remember that, especially in this quarantine, they our government decided to give each of areas maybe 2 billion rubles.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Yes,
it's
yes,
a
yes,
lot.
yes.
Too
But
many.
12 billion rubles, two, like for areas. and 12 billion rubles to change. I don't know. Can I say? Give me a second. I have to translate. It's like asphalt. It's like the same asphalt.
Yeah, yeah,
Asphalt.
yeah. This year,
Yeah,
or maybe took the money. They
yeah,
don't give to the people or
yeah.
civilians.
Yes,
Mhm.
asphalt to change asphalt in Moscow, especially in quarantine. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, it happens in the Philippines. There are a lot of money for the civilians. They have to, but the government officials didn't give to people. They just hide it. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
for.
My
Yeah,
God, it was
that
so.
is corruption. Yeah.
It's like a big area, maybe like a lot of people. I'm not sure maybe how many. Maybe for example, 15 million people like for this area, 2 billion, but for asphalt, 12.
Mhm. Ah,
It
it's not fair.
It's like just what? It's like my God, it was interesting. And another conflict. It's not about corruption. Maybe when after quarantine, our government decided to change our education, like to change it like online education.
Really? No
Absolutely,
more,
yeah,
no
completely,
more, no more regular
yeah,
classes,
yes,
public school. So
yes,
most of online school.
yes. People
But
didn't. Yes,
how about the working moms? They cannot look after their kids every time because they have
yeah,
to work. So
yes, yes. It's like online,
it's you in the
online.
future.
Yes, online. They told that offline education would be more expensive than online.
Mm.
Yes, and people didn't want to agree with this like crazy plan, and
Mm-mm.
they wrote a special list with it's like not autograph. It's like this, for example, like yes, that they completely they don't wanna have the same education for their children, and it was I don't know, it was a bit crazy, and they had like a like very big conflict in our news. I don't know what happened. Well, it's like it's like it happened. Depend with quarantine, especially in this period. I don't know what happened with my face.
Your face is you're freezing. What's wrong?
I don't know what's wrong. My God, what I have to do? It's
You
so
know,
strange,
we
to be
always
honest.
have a hard time. Yeah, we're always distracted in this conversation. But I can hear you, but your face is frozen.
Can I call you back right now? It's what? My God.
Okay,
Yes,
just wait. Uh-huh.
yes,
Uh, okay, so I can take a screenshot.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
let me
okay.
check. All right, so here you go. Smile.
Yeah.
Okay, more.
Can I take two? Yes.
Did you?
Again, please. Yes, yes, I
Did you?
did. Yes,
Uh,
go.
I think.
Yes, yes, yes. I know that you're a bit tired. You go, you go to sleep. Yes, okay. Yes, don't worry at all. To be honest, it was really so interesting. Really,
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, really
Yes,
nice topic today,
yes,
but it takes I think 2 hours, almost two
yes.
hours now. Yes, but
Twice.
we
For
no.
example, yes, if you can available, you can write me. It's like not a problem at all. To be honest, don't worry.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
yes,
what
we
time?
can change another day. Yes,
What time? What time there now? What time is it?
it's like almost 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Now
Yes,
it's around 8 p.m. and
eight, eight.
yeah, yeah, I have to feed my daughter. Maybe she's hungry.
Yes, exactly. And you have to take like a small break, right? It's like
Yes,
I understand you. To be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So maybe we can discuss next time about this topic. We can continue.
Yes, great. Yes, I will be happy. It's really interesting topic. So popular right now,
Yeah.
especially for oh my God. Yes,
Mm,
exactly. Why not? Yes.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you so much for your time. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed our
Thank
conversation.
you so much too, and I hope you can join our weekly
Yes, I
podcast.
will try. Really, just let me know special time, like a bit advance.
I think
Advance.
you're
Yes.
already a member in the group. Maybe you're already.
Saturday. Saturday.
No, I mean I already added you to the
Yes,
group.
exactly. I can write it. Yes, okay. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, usually we always
Okay.
have meet up
Yes.
Saturday.
Okay.
But some of the members, because yesterday we had 11 participants and there was huge participants if you are listening.
Yes, my God. My God, it's
So we are
huge.
planning to switch to Zoom. So I'm planning to switch
Ah,
to.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Yes,
will
I
send.
so.
I will send the link to the group, and then if they want, then they can join to the Zoom next
Yes.
next maybe next week.
We just discussed a topic, for example, like this with questions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
No
you can
problem.
share your
Okay.
ideas, and then you can listen to the other challengers,
Okay.
and then you
Okay.
can come up with your ideas, and then you can
Mhm.
connect your opinions with them,
Yeah, okay.
interacting
I
with
will try.
learning
I
together.
have to finish my comfort zone.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, to leave it. It's really interesting. I will try. Yes, Saturday will be for this. Okay.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
so much for your
Thank you so
time,
much
and
too.
I'll see you on Saturday, or maybe we can meet up another
Yes.
time. Mm-mm.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish you a good evening. Good evening. Yeah. Take a break, without with relax, without work, and
You
stay
too.
calm.
Have a good afternoon, and
Yeah.
yeah, enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. You too. Yeah. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.
Next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.